Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. I'm Andy and this is Let's Play on Buy a New Farm. So we are here just planting. Okay, so there we go. Turn it on. Hook it up to the GPS. And away we go. So I am planting field 110 up here. I have planted this little bit on field 99. I planted 88, 87, 36, 37 with corn. I'm planting corn on 110. I will plant corn on 11, 111, 106 and 105. Also planted soybeans on 104 and 98. So 110, 111 and 106 and 105. These are the ones that are left to plant. And then I will be done with the planting at least. And then the next task to do is spraying, which will take a bit of time, I'm guessing. But it has to be done. So go spray. What else? We have used some of our credit. If I switch over to our document here, you can see that we used 35 grand of our credit, so that's pretty okay. I thought we would have been used more so far. The thing is, I don't think we'll might have to use a little bit more for buying spray herbicide, but herbicide isn't too expensive, so I don't think it will be okay. We paid for spraying, or for fertilizing all the fields we needed to fertilize, so that's done with the co-op. What else? I don't know how much more. We might have to buy a bit more seed for our planting, but well, a bit more seed maybe, and herbicide, but actually doing kind of okay financially, better than I thought we'd be at this point. And we'll also get income from our soybeans, which we have stored. It's 11.54.87 actually now, so that's pretty okay. I don't know where we're gonna sell it. Soybeans is going up. I think we'll try to sell it around here. Early summer maybe. I probably wouldn't go into the neighbor's fields like this. I'm gonna do a headland. So I don't have to go into there. So these fields are quite big. Actually, they're humongous. Come on. Could use our spela in Hannes. We could use some of our other stuff. Eller, Freja. Vem det? It's easy on the other side because we have the road. Why it's not starting? Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's not starting. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong Autosteer thingy. Okay. So now it should start. Oh, it's not driving. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay, so 1187. I'm just gonna set this up so it stops. But if we go to our Excel document again, we're gonna look at cell point. So if we go here, maybe, and I think we had actually I left 51 or something. Oh, sorry, this is the one, 51. This is how much sort of made, I think. And it was 1184. Where is that? Here, okay. So harvest, it was 841. We made 1827 bushels. So this is our 1184 where it was now. So by selling it now rather than harvest, we made 6 grand more. How much would we make? We made this times 1184, so 21 grand if we sold it now. So we're gonna wait slightly more and we'll probably make a bit more money, I'm hoping. But still, that's good money for that amount of cash. So it'll be interesting to see what we'll get off the field this year with a big operation, pricier operation, a lot more pricier. Like the cedar, it's a good one. The only thing I don't like, I can't put down cover crops with it, and I have no idea how to change that. Maybe you can mod it. Maybe there's a mod out there that will let you do that. All like that's 19 dB 60. So now it stops. It's pretty good. So just engage everything. I still doesn't want to go. I don't know why. Which is a bit odd. I don't know why it doesn't want to go. I set it up so it should go by itself. No, actually that wasn't saved. Okay, actually I didn't save that change on the Joy2Key software, so I guess it didn't work. So as I talked on many episodes before, I used the software Joy2Key, which is, it's a little bit of money to buy it, but it's not a lot of money. Link is in the description. There's also a link to video of me using it, setting it up, and how you could use it. I think it's pretty brilliant. makes the operation and so much easier. And you just press, I mean, you can set it up so when it comes to starting our line, I'll just press one button on the joystick and it will do everything, even in steps. I wish it could do more steps than 4. Currently, the version I'm using uses 4 steps. There are newer versions which I installed, but that messed up. I couldn't get it to work, unfortunately, with my joystick, so I don't know why. So I'm sticking with the one I'm using. That I think works. I could probably set it up, install another versions. You can probably have 2 versions installed. Or could I? Security key. No, actually, there is a zip format. So I could probably. The latest version is I don't know which version. 6.5 seems to be the latest version. So I'll check the new version. So just one button, it will do everything. It doesn't work too good with speeds. Cruise control for some reason, but works okay otherwise. So for instance, I go here, line up, and I press one button, it will intercept the A and B line or the GPS line. It will start moving, it will lower the seeder, and will turn the seeder on with one button instead of 4. So lowers, start seeding. It's pretty brilliant. It is very brilliant. So it made planting and all the other stuff you do in farming simulators so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Well, enjoyable. It made it so much more easier and a bit more realistic. And I mean, and you can set up your Autosteer and tractor this way, so it would do this, which is awesome, I think. If I could switch over to my, so here's the web page if you want to go check it out. Joy2Key, oneword.net, and purchase license. One license is $7, which is it's not a lot of money. And considering the amount of time I used this, especially on Farming Simulator, it's nothing. It's so little. I mean, this is an awesome software. If you want to go check it out, that's always cool. Now we are seeding, so seeding away. I don't have any fancy software for editing editing the videos, otherwise I would. This is the point where I would probably like speed up the camera so everything would move fast, but I don't have that. So, and I'm not. I don't know how much that sort of software costs, but I'm guessing it's a lot more than I could afford. I like this tractor. It's a really good tractor. So I planted 3.3 hours. I have used this tractor. Let's see, it was 60,017 hours when I bought it. So 13 and a half hours so far. It's quite a lot actually. So the things to do next on farm is finish planting, prepare spraying, and also in a bit go sell our soybeans, which will be interesting. Stop soon. Stop there. So I'll just press one button and it will do the same it did on the other side when I started. It will do the same but in reverse. Oh, that's so awesome. You can set it differently. I mean, like you said, I have it set up so if I press another button it will just engage the steering line. If I have another button it will just raise the seeder and stop it, or lower the seeder and start it. You can also set it up so it will well, there's tons of things. I have one button set up so it will just start and stop the seeder. Have one button so it will start planning the GPS, the A and B line. I have it in a couple of other sets so it will move the GPS line right and left. And another couple of buttons, another button will just realign the GPS, the line, the A/B line. So there's so many things you can do with joystick key. Just basically, it's pretty much your imagination that's the limit. It's not, that's not true, but still. So I just filled up this seeder once. So I used 58% planting everything so far, so I have 42% left. I thought I would have to fill this up at least twice. I'm not sure about that. I used the calculations of for how much seed I needed to for the fields I'm gonna plant, and I came to about 60 pallets of 130 liter maize and corn seed. But I'm not sure that's correct. Doesn't seem that way. I might have to fill it up a little bit, but I don't think I have to fill it up with 30 more. I bought 30, so 30 to about 30 or so. I'm actually more, 35 maybe, to fill it up to this level. Fill it up once, but I'm thinking 60 might be in the top. If you look at the soybean seeds that I bought and planted, I used about 1 pallet less than I was calculated. I bought the ones I had, then I needed, but then I used about 1 less, so I returned that. And that's like 300, almost $400 back, so that's good. Getting close to the field being finished. Well, I have 2 passes maybe left. So there's a mod called spray control, I believe, and I never ever got it to work because I never ever got it to work. But it's kind of fun. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do the edge here, this line, and I'm gonna show you how to recenter it. I think it's the button is let's check my joystick key. Alt home. So if you have the guidance series mod and press Alt home, it will recenter. I had it set up to joystick key, so I'll just press 1 button here, and it will recenter. Go. And now you can see it's not actually on the middle, so I could actually move it somewhat with other buttons, like so. So actually the GPS works really nice. So, and in real life, I think you could turn off and on sections of the seeder. so you would actually be able to see that little bit in the middle there. I would hope. I think so. I'm not sure though, but I hope you would be able to turn on and off parts of the seeder. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking spraying herbicides won't be the most fun task. Well, it needs to be done. I think I'll use this tractor though, because it has GPS on it. That one doesn't have GPS, and that's a pain. GPS makes it at least easier. I did 108 last year in the game as a contract. That was a pain, and I didn't even, for some reason I used my own equipment, but I didn't get reimbursed for the actual herbicide, which was weird. If I rented the equipment, then I get reimbursed for the herbicide you buy, but not when you use your own equipment, which I thought was kind of odd. So I took a fair bit out of the profit of that one. So that's why I really didn't want to continue to do that too much. As I didn't have a GPS on that tractor, that was a pain to do those fields manually. You can see how much the GPS helps in farming and how amazing it is. I mean, on these modern tractors you could actually set it up in your when you buy the seeder, but it didn't the one I bought used didn't have it, but you could actually set up GPS on the seeder too. Don't know how. Well, I guess it knows where the seeder has been and where it is, so that's pretty good, but guess it's more exact than. And I don't know if maybe the systems are so smart and clever that you can actually, it will know where it's been. So for instance, if I see this one and then go back to do that little line in the middle, it will know where it is in relation to what it's seeded, and it will only seed what it needs to be seeded, then what it needs to seed. But I have no idea if that's the way it works. So we'll stop here. So if I want to recenter it, I could I'll just start it here first. So I should recenter it first. So I'll just press Alt-O, or whichever button I assign to it. So here's the thing. I don't know if it does this, but it would be cool. In Farming Simulator it does it. It just uses the seed for the bit it hasn't seeded. So here it sort of knows where to seed and not. But that has nothing to do with the guidance one. It just knows. But in real life I don't know if it does know that Autosteer or the software you use to steer everything. Maybe this is steer the seeder mostly. It will know exactly which ones to use to plant, because it has planted on the other one, so it will just lower and plant those that it hasn't. But I have no idea, because I'm not a real farmer. So I also looked into to see how long we recorded. I'm gonna stop in a bit. I also looked into how much government subsidies you could get, and there used to be, like before 2014 I believe it was, there used to be some support that was basically when you sold the grain. I've seen videos of people talking about that, so if they sell soybeans they get a reimbursement or something from the government. I can't find my way back to that video, but when I look at the web pages around subsidies in US, it seems more to do with if you sell the grain at a loss. So it depends on the actual sell price of the thing, and it seems to be so complicated that mostly it's big farmers that can do it, and small farmers don't have the time or the energy, or maybe the know-how of how to do it. So I mean, and from what I can read, the subsidies changed over the years. So some of the plans, or some of the subsidy plans, changed from before, where you basically sold your grain or your corn or whatever, and got money from the government. That changed. So now it's more if you sell it at a loss, or if you sell it at a certain price point, you will make. So come on. So more like an insurance, basically, than anything else. But I don't know. I have no idea. So I was trying to read up if we would be able to get some sort of subsidies from the government for this farm to make it more realistic, but it seems awfully complicated. We don't preferably want to drive up the same spot we drove down or up last time, because we want to reduce soil compaction, soil compaction, which is one thing you don't have to worry about in Farming Simulator, because it's basically not there. Here, so you don't have to hit the bushes. Anyway, I'm gonna continue planting, and we'll see what we'll do on the next episode. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Andy. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.